Hi guys, hope you're doing good. In this video, we're going to learn about constants in Go programming language. As the name suggests, it's constant which cannot be changed or modified. Let us go ahead and see some example to understand what is constant. Say package main import fmt. These things are very important in any program that you do. Let me create a function main because that is your entry point. Okay, so let me create a variable var num int assign, that is 32, and I'll say const val assign 23. Now let me try to print it. As of now, there is no difference between both. I'll say num and then say val. Let me save it and run it for you. I'll say go run and the file name, right? So if I run, I'm getting 23 and 32 without any problem, right? So now if I want to increase the value, I'll say num plus plus. You got 33 and 23. Now if I say val plus plus, see what's going to happen. When I do this and run it for you, you're getting an error saying that cannot assign to val because the val is a constant and not a variable. It is a constant, a strict constant which cannot be modified or changed. I cannot do anything to it. I can use it for the entire program. I can add this value, right? I'll say num plus val. That is possible, right? Let me comment this for you. When I do this, it's possible, but what I cannot do is I cannot assign anything to the constant val. I cannot modify the value val. I can only initialize it. After initializing it, I can use it anywhere. If at all I have this constant as the keyword before anything, that becomes a constant which cannot be modified. Okay, so now if I want to create more than one constant, how will I do it? I'll say val1, I have to say const val2, and I'll say const val3, right? So I'll save it and let me try to print val1, val2 and val3, right? So let me comment this for some time. This is not required for me, right? So let me run it. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to comment this as well. I'll just remove it. It's not required for me. This thing's not required. Let me remove it. I'll run it for you. So you're getting 23, 24 and 25, right? Now again and again I'm giving const. This becomes like repetition of work. What I can do is I can remove this const and then say const followed by parenthesis and put everything inside the const, right? As we did for var. Do you remember that I said var and followed by the variable name within the parenthesis? Like if at all you want to repeat something with the same keyword, right, it's better you put it within the parenthesis. Okay, so let me run this for you. I'll clear it first because, okay, let me run the code again. So you're getting 23, 24 and 25. Now if at all I want to initialize a value, right, with a default case, right, I can use something called as iota, right? What is that? Iota. Let me tell you what this iota means. So let me run it for you. So you're getting 0, 1 and 2. If I give iota to a constant value, the next values will become in a sequence, right? So if it is 0, this becomes 1, this becomes 2. This iota can be used only on a constant. Don't try to use it on a variable. It will throw you error, right? I'll show you that as well. Let me say num1 int assign iota, right? Let me save this and run it for you. It throws an error, right? Iota undefined, right? So iota can be used only on a constant and not on a variable. Don't forget that. Okay, let me comment this for some time. Now it is enough to initialize the first value with iota. Other things will be initialized by default in a sequence. Let me remove this for you. So first variable is first constant is initialized with iota. Other things will come in a sequence. Can we see that, right? Okay, let me I think I've saved it. I'll run this for you. So you're getting 0, 1 and 2. Can you see that? So when I say my iota is 0, the next values will become 0, 1 and 2. Now if I want to initialize with a value, right, what I can do, like let me create an underscore. This underscore is a variable. Even though you don't use it in your program, right, usually any variable or any constant that you define it or declare it, you don't use it, it will throw you an error. But like when I say underscore, it will not throw me an error. So that like whatever I want to do, I can do it inside my underscore, right? So let me say iota plus 23 stored inside underscore. The other things, I'm putting other variables in a sequence. Let us see what's happening here, right? I'll clear the screen for you. So let me run this for you again. So you're getting 24, 25 and 26. How come? Right, I want my first value to be 24, 25 and 26. What I did, I said my underscore is initialized with iota plus 23. So my first constant is 23 when iota is there, and if I put something in a sequence, these values will be filled in a sequence. As of now, we have seen only constants initialized with integer value, right? So can we initialize constant with some other values? Yes, it is possible, right? So let me take this out for you. Quiet for me now. Okay, I'll just fill this out, and let me try to create a constant with float value. I'll say val1 with float. Let me initialize it to 1.23, and then let me create a constant val2 with complex, and let me initialize it with 1 plus 2i, and let me say val3. I'll make a string. Okay, so we have created 3 constants, 3 of different types, right? Okay, so let me run this for you. You're getting all the values, right? It is not that only an integer can be a constant. A float, complex, string, anything can be a constant. There is no restriction that you have to create only integer as a constant. It can be anything here. Okay, and one more thing that I want to tell you about as constant is that, which is not possible, I'll say const, I'll say val4 and say colon equal to 10, right? So this short assignment, right, or a colon assignment is not possible with constant, right? It is possible only with variables. Now if I do that, it will throw you an error, right? Okay, let me run this for you. It will throw you an error. Got it? Okay, that's it. I'm done with this video, guys. If you have any doubts or queries, please comment in the comment section. I'll definitely get back to you. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.